Hey everybody.
Hey everybody.
We finally shut up long enough to start the show. Welcome everybody. How's it going? Ooh, we have a visitor.
Chewy.
A very large, chewy visitor.
She got down here before I could close the door, so she's coming here to say hi.
Hi, Chewy. I can't wait to rub those ears. I'm excited. We're inside of we're getting there, Russ. It is very close.
Less than 2 months, I will be sleeping over at that house.
77 days till the expo.
Ooh.
It is only 50 days. I saw Zach in the chat. It's only 50 days until Scott Fishbowl Live in Orlando.
It is exactly 1 month from today until Fishbowl Vegas.
Yeah.
1 month.
Oh boy. I have to send some stuff out.
We have so much work to do. It's ridiculous.
But no, we're not here to gripe. We're not here to stress out. We're here to have fun. We're here to hang out. We are here to... hold on. This is what I'm here to do.
Yes. Cheers. Cheers, my friend.
My daughter had her first choir performance today. Well, I guess her first concert. It's not her first performance because they sang a few times, but it was so cute. I don't know. I was a very proud papa. She was sitting up there just like singing her wicked songs, having a good time. And then, of course, choir went first, and the band went, and then the orchestra went. And we had to sit through the band and the orchestra before we were allowed to leave and go get our child. Like,
were you picking apart the trombone player?
It works.
I'm sitting there just like, lift the horn, kids. You're playing into the ground. You got to lift the horns. Come on, we can't hear you. Because they were just straight doing this. And I'm getting yelled at in my head all over again.
It's so hard to get up and perform though, especially like your first few times when you do that. Like, you just want to hide and do your thing like you're practicing.
I know, I get it, but see, the voice back here is just like, you got.
Oh no, I know.
Yeah. They're young. They'll learn. Yes, absolutely.
My new shirts just came in. My SFP 15 shirts. I have to wash them first, so I can't wear them just yet. But
I have not gotten any yet.
I got two. I got the ESPN logo and the NFL logo.
What's the ship time on those generally about?
I think maybe like a week.
Some go fast, some don't. I don't know why.
If you order the backpack with it, it slows it down because I ordered 2 shirts also.
Well, they come from a different
your
place.
backpack is coming from a different company.
So. Yeah, I know, but they were like they held the order and did them. So I got the email today that was like everything's coming. I got two different like shipping tracking numbers, but
gotcha.
Yeah, I ordered 2 shirts and they came from different warehouses, so I had to pay twice the shipping.
I have 21 days till Scotland, so I'm debating. I feel like I should be fine. If I
order shirts tomorrow, you'll absolutely get.
Oh yeah.
Well, you got the live one.
I do have one. Yeah. Order shirts.
Oh yeah, thank you for that. By the way,
my list for tomorrow is a little obnoxious.
Did you get yours? Yours?
Yeah, like yesterday I got it. Yeah.
So how did it? I haven't got one, so I don't know how they came out.
Oh, they came out real nice.
Yeah, they did.
Zach, did yours come?
I hasn't yet. I could have stopped by the house and picked it up, Bob.
I don't have it.
I was going to say I was down there this weekend, but no.
Yeah, you were supposed to stop by and pick up something.
Oh yeah.
Probably by the whiteboard.
I had a very full car, Bob. We went to the Sox game and it was actually one of my friends who has a stepson and he is a phenomenal baseball player, made all conference last year as a sophomore, is having a great year this year, but he's a Braves fan. And so at the beginning of the year when the Red Sox released their schedule, they were playing the Braves on a Sunday. And I was like, that is going to be a day that I get Matt to a baseball game
Oh
at
yeah.
Fenway for the Braves, and so that's what we did. So Harrison and I took my friend Brian and his son Matt to the Sox and saw the Braves pummel the Sox into submission. There was a home run hit completely out of the stadium, which was pretty cool. But
Wow.
no,
And we were there the night before, and it was a walk-off home run by Rafael Devers that won.
yeah, Devers hit a grand slam in our game, but it wasn't enough.
He had a decent weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to. I'd love to go to Fenway sometime. An East Coast road trip has always been on my wife and my bucket list to do a road trip on the East Coast, but it's probably when the kids are older and Ian and Mac can be on their own more and with grandparents and just like probably after Ian's got car and stuff. I don't know.
And Ian can watch Mac. It'll be easier to take care of.
Our 20th anniversary is this year, and we're going to go on a trip, just us, which that kind of reminds me of this. But it's our 20th anniversary this September, and she took Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off work. And on Tuesday, we're going to call up Delta and see what flights they have Wednesday that are really cheap to go somewhere fun for 3 or 4 days. Just randomly.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
No idea where we're going to go. We're just going to get a list of a few things, whatever works. Just get out of town for a few days with each other.
You gotta make sure you have the right clothing to be able to take and leave behind at whatever destination you're going to.
That's why we're gonna call on Tuesday, because Wednesday's our anniversary and we want to leave Wednesday. And price drops for the following week happen Monday night, overnight into Tuesday. So we'll call Tuesday. We'll get tickets. We'll pack. We'll leave on Wednesday.
Nice.
That's very cool.
So yeah, we'll just randomly. We did that when we were younger with no kids. We got in the car and one weekend we drove to Green Bay for a Monday night football game. Just random. We drove and did Black Hills, South Dakota stuff, just randomly.
Yep.
And we haven't done that for a long time because with kids you got to plan stuff a little bit more.
Yeah.
So what about the answer to this? When our hats and hoodies are a very common question. Do you think we can get a lot of these logos on hats, or do you think they're a little too complicated?
I'm actually going through them right now to see which ones I can.
Yeah.
There's definitely a bunch that cannot. There's a lot of detail in a lot of these.
Yeah, I just ran the Expos one to see if it will come out, and we'll see by next week for that one. But that will tell me a lot on the circular baseball ones.
Yeah.
I do have the ESPN will be available.
Yeah, I feel like the
Braves looks really good. The Braves look really good.
I'll probably have to have one of those for Ben then.
I definitely am.
Wait, which one's the? Oh, the Braves.
The Braves. Yeah, anything that's going to be landscape is going to come out really nice.
You could do the Brewers is probably simple enough.
The problem is it's the circle logo, so I don't have enough height as far as I need it to be wider.
Yeah.
The wider, the better.
So you could do the Rob
Like
Lowe,
the-
the MLB logo.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like the actual sports logos will probably work much better than the actual teams will.
Yeah, the Pirates might work well though.
Rockies.
Maybe the Giants.
Whatever the Dodgers.
Yeah, it's got a little height to it. Yeah, it should be able to get it in there though. We'll try to fit some on while I'm on the show tonight. I can try a few.
Oh, look at that Spurs! Look at that Spurs hat happening.
Spurs will fit. Magic would fit.
Timberwolves.
Yeah, Timberwolves. It's got some really small lettering there.
There's some detail there that might be tough. Yeah,
it's that little gray outline that is around the Scott Fishbowl. I might have to ask him to change that out, and we can put it on.
Chat, what are your favorite logos? this is what I want, by the way, while the chat answers some of that. But I don't think the Wolves are going to win. I think the Knicks are probably going to win their series, but I don't think the Wolves are going to win their series. I do.
Hold on. Bobo,
Yes.
are there any spots for the Boston Live event?
I don't think so. I think it filled.
You think I know?
I'm 98.7% sure it filled. There's only
feel
about
like,
seven live events or so
but
left.
stay tuned because we're still 50 plus days away, and a lot can change for people.
Yeah, it could be some flux.
Yeah, well, live events are a little different in that we order shirts and coins and glasses and
Yeah. No, but I'm saying that there could be somebody that will have to drop out.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I thought you were saying we might add a division or two. And I'm
No. I'm not talking
No.
about that. I'm talking about people having to go to a last minute wedding or
Yeah.
they double book something or
I don't think it's
Win a
completely out of the question.
SFB
They want to add a division, but if they did, there's no guarantee on certain aspects of that live, like shirts.
Well, this year is going to be a little easier with the shirts. I think I'll be able to
A few extras.
produce.
Yeah. Today I bought my wife a new iPhone, the 16 Pro. Be here in 2 days, and I upset her greatly. I mean, she's very happy. She's like, hers is. So my wife had an iPhone 5, then an 11, and now a 16. So it's like 5-6 years she runs the iPhones. So 5, 11, and now 16 she's getting. And she was upset to find out that it's, legally required to have the C port instead of a Lightning port. So like she has a bunch of Lightning port stuff. And she's like, oh. I'm like, got you. She's like, I like wired headphones. I'm like, I got you. I got all this. I have we have so many Seaport accoutrements here. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I was so happy that when I finally got forced to get an Apple phone that it had the USB-C instead of a Lightning. I was so happy about that.
Yeah. I had both for a long time for my job, but I don't have a job that requires me to have a second phone anymore. So that's nice.
I have a wife that requires me to have an Apple phone. I was so happy with my Android. But then like the kids got their phones and parental stuff and all of that. It was just obnoxious for me to be the one person in the family with an Android when I couldn't connect with all of their stuff.
Yep. I get it.
See, I went straight from flip phone to iPhone. So I mean, it was a little bit of an upgrade, but not a lot.
I miss flip phones.
I miss my flip phone too.
I miss my Nextel.
Yeah,
And
I miss my Nextel
Oh,
too.
we had it. It was that was like the early 2000s.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So we all had them at the golf course, and we replaced the radios with them. So what hole are you on?
My manual labor job, we used them all the time. Boop, boop. Hey, yeah, they were great. Yes, that is the dog snoring in the background.
Chewy.
she's right under my desk.
It sounds like a French bulldog. Yeah. But I'm happy for her that she's finally getting a new phone. She like I said, she'll go 5-6 years. She will wear that sucker down to the point where she really needs it.
Yeah.
But we're going to Scotland, and it's like an iPhone 11 camera is like it's a Polaroid camera at this point. You know what I mean?
Comparatively, yeah.
So with this trip coming up and the fact that her screen is completely shattered, I'm like. Yeah, I was like, it's time.
My wife doesn't like to upgrade either. She fights with it all the time because she refuses to use iPhoto the way that iPhoto is designed to be used. So she will not upgrade her laptop. She won't upgrade her phone. Nothing can get upgraded, so nothing can ever get fixed.
Oh, especially with Apple, you can't do that because of the planned obsolescence. You just can't do that with Apple. You have to upgrade every couple of years, otherwise you're really. I usually go about 5 years too. This is a 2023, and before that, I got mine in 2018. I think that's most people our age probably just go about 5 years, and then feels pretty normal.
I think I'm on year 3 on my phone. No, I have a 15, so I guess I'm on year 2 and change.
When did 14 come out? I got the 14 Pro.
I guess 3 years ago. If the 15 came out 2 years ago.
15.
Yeah, the 16 came out this year, so
I don't know. I got a 12, but I was only because
but the 17 will be in September, right? Yeah.
My last one was at a point where I couldn't do any like you said, planned obsolescence. Like I couldn't do anything with it, and I was like, it wouldn't even charge. Like it wouldn't hold a charge. It would go to like 50%, and that would be it. And so we were getting ready to go on vacation, and Britt was like, "You need a new phone."
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Oh, see, it was this one that was my fault. The reason I had to get a new phone was she was a puppy. I was walking her with, leash in one hand, phone in the other. And then there was a dog across the street and she just darted the other way. So my hand just went, and I literally tossed my phone and it hit the ground and like did somersaults. I'm just like, there's no way I'm getting lucky on this one. There is no way this phone is surviving this. And just the entire thing was just.
That's one where you do that. You get the slow motion pan. Oh no!
Yeah, like there would be someone on the other side jumping to try and dive and catch it, but no, it was just like one of those moments where it's just like, that's gonna suck. Yep.
Like my only requirement for a phone is it's got to have big enough buttons that I can type up my rookie reports, because I do all that on my phone, which is ridiculous, but that's how I do it.
I'm gonna set you up with such a thing next year. It's gonna be so much. I'm so excited for it already.
Yes, that would be great.
Oh man, Frank got a Wolves shirt already.
Nice.
Do you, Zach? Do you like morel mushrooms?
Yes.
We have them in our back forest area. They just grow.
Yep.
And my wife and her brother make them out to be this absolute delicacy. I don't really like mushrooms, but my kids also eat them. And I was just curious if that's like it seems like it's a thing, but I wonder if it's a thing outside of like.
Oh, it's a thing.
I would never have the guts to forage for mushrooms.
Oh, they constantly do. Because they grow out there and they're not a common mushroom. Like they're apparently some kind of delicacy.
Yeah, but it's like it's funny. Like there's a meme where it's a picture of these mushrooms are good for pasta. These mushrooms will absolutely kill you, and it's the same picture.
Right. Oh yeah. No, my wife's good about that stuff.
Yeah, I would never trust anything to be like, ooh, that looks tasty.
So they are. There's a thing there. It's not just.
Like how are they? Are they like doing them where you like soak them and then fry them, or are you doing them like saute? Or
you would have to ask my wife. She does something. She does something with them. She does something in a pan with some stuff and some. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, and then she slices them up.
So the problem with asking me questions about food is the answer is always yes.
Yes.
So
sure. Right, but yeah, they like I'm just, the way it's talked about, it's kind of like I talk about spinalis, capsteak.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a delicacy within that world. That's the way they talk about it.
Yeah, and and probably it's the same season or a similar season there, because we're like Maine is like April to June, so we're like kind of right in the throes of it. We do. I don't know if you guys do this, but maybe it's a Maine thing. But Maine has fiddleheads, so it's a fern. That's like but before it comes up and unfurls, it's like it looks like a fiddlehead. It's like the top all curled up.
Okay.
And people will go and cut them off, and they do them. I mean, oftentimes what they'll do is they will boil them and then ice bath them and then saute them with like butter and garlic. So kind of like what you do with asparagus.
Right.
But like that's a big deal in the spring in Maine. Like even our local grocery store, not like a chain store, but the locally owned one will have a big like a bin of fiddleheads, and you can go and like pick what you want. But
Absolutely sounds made up.
No, the chat is talking about.
Yeah, no, that's the only reason I didn't say that is made up, is because you have some confirmation going on in the chat. Both Tim and Jono.
Well, Jono's from around here too.
A mushroom murder trial. Ooh, I can't wait for the Netflix doc. Probably someone poisoned someone with mushrooms, like their husband or something. I'm sure. That's we got the
poison. I don't know about poison. It might have been a different way.
I'm doing the Hemingway rye, but as you can see, there's not even ice in it tonight. It's just neat tonight.
My ice already dissolved, but I'm still on my fighting cock bourbon.
I generally prefer ice. When I poured it, I didn't put it in. So,
well, the only thing I've found so far that I don't need ice for is Jameson. I'm so used to Jameson, I don't need ice for it. But everything else, I put ice in.
Honestly, Jameson 7 without ice is just a go-to for me, especially when I'm at like a wedding open bar or something. Like it's such an easy, smooth hangout.
And bartenders love you for it. Jameson neat. It's so easy. They're just like, okay.
Yeah.
And they'll remember you too.
So this year, Ian was supposed to ump tonight, but it got rained out. So he lost out on $40, and I'm pretty upset about that. I'm sad because I want him to earn his $40, but also it's really fun watching him ump. But it reminded me of something else about kids these days, and maybe your kids are old enough or maybe not yet. But so Ian's a 6th grader, and apparently no kids use lockers anymore. They just have their backpack and go class to class, kind of like college. And they do not use their locker. They have no idea what their locker combination is, even though they've been given one. I'm like, no, Ian, that's just you. You're being lazy. You don't want to learn your locker combination or how to do the lock or whatever. And we've talked to his friends. No one. We've talked to like his basketball team, the kids on the team that are from other schools. No one. Nobody his age uses lockers at all anymore. They just take their bag from class to class.
21, 35, 18.
I'm like, that would be me.
Your,
I would store everything in my locker and take the absolute minimum to my classes.
Oh, see, my senior year of high school, well, we weren't allowed backpacks in my senior year of high school because it was right after Columbine.
Yeah.
What's crazy is our parents didn't have backpacks. That didn't start till the mid 80s, the backpack thing. Really? Like even if you watch Back to the Future, they don't have backpacks because that was
that's true.
That was a later thing.
But my senior year, I had multiple band classes because I had electives and everything. So I just used the instrument room as my locker. I didn't want to actually use a locker. So since my band classes were spread out throughout the day, I just had to carry like 2 books at a time. The rest of it I just left in the band room.
There's apparently a whole lot of this in here. Jeremy, who's a teacher, they don't allow backpacks in the classroom at school. So that's probably an exception to this rule, but that's I like that.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a neural pathway that gets formed after of having to learn how to do a locker combination. But yeah, there's people in the chat that are like, that's a thing.
Well, now I'm going to ask my son if he's awake when I get upstairs to see if he uses his locker or not.
Yeah, we're shocked. Like literally not one. Like none of his friends or his teammates or none of them. 0%.
That's so wild.
Scampers apparently grew up in the 50s also.
Bootstrap. Like I had my school locker and then one in the locker room for sports.
Yes,
Like
we had
so
a
you
gym
had
locker also.
yeah,
Yeah.
but that one had I don't remember the padlock combination. The other one was actually on the still
Nope.
rocking backpacks up here. I still have my LL Bean.
I still have my
from
late
junior
high school college backpack because
Yeah.
it was a Tony Hawk bag, and the way they made skater stuff back then,
Indestructible.
30 years, it's still going. Smoke, it's the exact opposite. Is what we're saying is everybody only uses backpacks. They use backpacks for everything.
Yeah,
is what we're saying, and especially if you're me, because I love my bags. but no, the kids use their bags for everything. Like they put their life in their bag, like almost like
it's so heavy. Why would they do that?
They don't care. I don't know.
I would never know.
Ian, can you explain it? You just like to have it on you at all times?
Yeah.
That's it? You just want to have all your stuff on you at all times?
Sure.
you never know when you're going to need 400 pounds of biology. You know, just
yeah. This is a good
yeah.
Speaking of, if you have a kid,
we are pushing
you should get them a
back to school special.
Yeah. Oh, that's
The kids are getting a new one. You should too.
No, like we always went to our lockers and we hung out at our lockers, and who was near us, who was near each other with our lockers was a thing. So like, I don't know. This is actually true in a lot of Minnesota schools that no cell phones allowed. We have a school nearby us, not Ian's school. Ian's school, you can't have phones. The phones have to be off or whatever. You can't have phones, but there's a school near us that you have to check your phone in when you come into the school. Like they have slot for each kid to check their phone in.
That's what.
But yeah, that's absolutely a thing in schools.
No one leaves a lot. They're allowed to have it on the bus, but they have to leave it in their locker.
Yep, exactly.
See, and here it's they have like a bag that they put them in that like the school controls. So like when the kids come in, they put them in that bag, and that's it until the end of the day.
I know Ellie's going to be such a jerk about it because Ellie has hearing aids, and hearing aids are fancy these days, and there's apps on your phone to control the hearing aids. So she's technically allowed to have a phone with her if she wanted to. She just doesn't yet. Yeah. But I know once she hits high school, she's absolutely going to be that bitch where it's just like
I've got my phone because I need it. Yeah.
And he's already that way.
I can see her. I got my phone because I got my hearing aids, and I got my backpack full of what was it, taco stuff or what?
She got the bottle of ketchup just in case she needs to shake up the nuggets.
Oh yeah, Emmy's probably allowed to have a phone with her also.
Yeah, and she's already that girl.
Yeah,
that says, "Oh, I've got my phone."
Yep, Ellie will absolutely get there. I absolutely will. What is that on your hat? Is that a foot?
This one.
Is
It's a paw socks.
I would say it's a red sock.
To Worcester. They were the
Pawtucket.
now they're the Woo
Sox. Yeah.
Yeah. This was Providence Red Sox. Pawtucket Red Sox. Yeah.
Yep.
So it's basically a barefoot.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I see that.
It's a sock with a paw sock.
I mean, I can probably put a fish tail coming through that sock and get ourselves a logo.
Nice.
I think Zach says you get a phone
that
till
was
ninth
not
grade.
quite on my. It's not on my bulletin board yet.
I didn't have a cell phone until I was out of college. Like I got a cell phone because I started playing baseball like after college, and they were like, "We have to be able to get a hold of you."
I got a car when I got a phone when I got a car.
Yeah, for some of us, it's age related because cell phones weren't really like you needed credit.
The bag phone,
you needed good credit history to get cell phones when I was,
Yeah,
I got a cell phone when I hit a scratch ticket one day. My mother took me to the store. I think I was underage still, and she got one, and I'm like, I want one. I hit for $1,000. She hit for $10. So I got a cell phone out of it.
I
I did not
absolutely
have
had
a
a pager.
I did. I had a pager.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
I had pages for years.
Yeah.
I can tell you all of my all of the phone numbers from when I was a kid, like my home, because it's defunct now, so it doesn't matter. But it was 794-6652. You can call my grandmother at 8403. Like it's just like all it like, and at that point Lincoln was small enough that you didn't have to dial the city code or the state code. Like you didn't have to dial the area code. It was just 4 digits. Like I could call.
New Hampshire was just a few years ago that they switched over.
Yeah, like my buddy, you just call up, you'd be like 3187, boom.
Seriously?
That was the phone number.
I mean, of course, growing up, we only had the 7 digits, but like just 4. That's crazy.
Well, because Lincoln was 794, but when I was growing up, you didn't have to use 794. It was whatever the number was.
See, we always had to do the full 7 digits.
No.
This is shocking to me because if you got a Nokia, that thing would last like 14 days.
The brick.
It's still one of my favorite phones. Honestly, just because the button, the feel and click of the buttons is like a really nice keyboard. Like
that was the
aesthetically nice.
That was the one redeeming quality of Jurassic Park 3 was the Nokia sat phone that the dinosaur ate, and then it would keep ringing inside, and I was like, that would actually happen.
It would still work.
Yeah.
So I don't trade in my phones. I just keep them. I didn't have a sidekick, but I was going through all my boxes of electronics and trying to pare down, and I had this stack of cell phones, and I was on a stream with Joey, and I was showing him my flip, like with the keyboards and stuff. Like I have every cell phone we've ever owned. So
see, we traded them in. We were phone
I don't like trading in.
Promiscuous people.
I'm jealous. My neighbor still has an iPhone 6 that he's using.
I have a ton of laptops too. Like I don't trade in my phones or my laptops. Maybe one day I'll recycle them after drilling through the hard drives and the motherboards on them. Like I don't know.
Oh man, I miss T9 texting so much. I'd seriously.
Yeah. You would practice doing it from your pocket, like without looking.
Yep.
You could easily.
And like I'm so bad at typing on smartphones. To this day, I'm terrible at it. I don't know what it is, but like my brain just can't do it. But T9 without looking.
Oh yeah, T9. Speaking of the pager thing, Zach, I know you're a Dexter fan too. You watched the new season of Dexter when they had the pagers, and they're like, "That's pager code for this." I'm like, I was never cool enough to know any of these pager codes. I was never popular enough and cool enough. Hey, Joey coming in randomly to talk about all the phones that I showed him, or at least one or two of them.
The bag phone.
I was never cool enough for whatever pager codes they were talking about. I'm sure it rung true with people, but it definitely
pager codes. 143 was "I love you." That's all I know.
Yeah, see, that's beyond me. Like I didn't know.
No, see, that's a double play back to the pitcher.
No.
Yeah, it was the amount of letters in each word.
No, there was on my way and bringing beer and stuff. Anyway, speaking of shows, Lego Masters came back, Zach.
I haven't seen it yet.
Got a new episode, and they've changed a bunch of stuff, and it's super awesome.
Nice.
Like fan vote decides who gets the golden brick instead of like winning a competition. With 2 hours left on the competition of the thing, they turn off the clock, and you just have to guess. Like they just have to, like, they're not allowed to watch the clock.
They just like eyeball, like, or
you just have to
internal clock.
They've changed some stuff, and I'm like, this is pretty fun.
That's cool.
Fun. Yeah,
that's cool.
But the first episode was pretty good, I thought.
I see. I've been with the boys. We've been thinking about getting, and this is not Lego Masters, but it was adjacent. There's a new independent like puzzle video game called Blueprints.
Okay.
And so I just saw a blurb about it, and so the boys and I found like somebody doing the first little bit of it on YouTube. It looks incredible. It's like all of these different puzzles, and you're building like you're building a house with the layouts, but each room has different things to solve.
Mhm.
And it was just like they're super into it, and I'm like, okay, we'll have to figure out how to. I think it's only on Xbox, so I'm gonna have to like break down and do something that way. But
Well, I mean, Xbox. Do you have an Xbox or not?
I
You know,
don't.
Samsung.
But no,
I was gonna say a lot of times you can play Xbox on a Samsung Smart TV
Yep.
or on your PC. I do have an Xbox One I could send you.
Well, I think I can grab. I think my father-in-law may have one that we're gonna try to pilfer this weekend and see if we can
Like
play.
we were
But-
gonna. A lot of times we when we're about to get rid of something or whatever, instead of donating straight to a donation place like a Goodwill or whatever.
Yeah.
My wife would go on like Facebook Buy Nothing groups
Yep.
and stuff like that to try to find someone who actually needs something.
Yep.
And we were going to do that with my son's Xbox One, and we are just going to, but I haven't wiped it yet, so we haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me know. No, I got an
Yeah,
Xbox. I got an Xbox One that I'm sure that would play on.
I'll say we'll talk, Scott. We'll talk.
It got to it started to become a problem with the games Ian likes because Xbox, some of the newer games are now very limited on Xbox One or just don't work.
Yeah.
Well, like the wrestling game he plays in the NBA game, the newest wrestling, the newest WWE and the newest 2K, he can't play with his friend online because he had a one. So
that's how they get you.
He took his own money that he earned, and he got himself the lowest version of an Xbox, the Xbox.
That's awesome. He wasn't $40 short because of the rain out, though.
He wasn't.
No,
He got it. He got it well before that. But
yeah, nice.
I do like that about both my kids. They, from their allowances or whatever. My youngest, my 7-year-old, from his allowances, bought a Nintendo Switch game today. Saved up for it, bought it. Good for him. I like that they do that. That they understand money to a degree. Uh oh. Can I tell
everybody?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hi, everybody. It's almost Towley like.
You guys want to get high? No.
I got on my computer right before the show, and I pulled up that image, and I started like throwing pictures of Tom Cruise and like putting your head next to Tom Cruise and stuff, and like I was like, I'm too lazy to finish this project. I'll just let it go. It would have been funny.
I was watching a Tom Cruise movie before I came in here tonight.
I know. That's why I was doing it. You texted me 14 times about how much you love Tom Cruise. So
I said I'm going to let Tom Cruise guide me to the trivia tonight.
And in life.
This trivia has nothing to do with Tom Cruise tonight.
So that would have made the graphic even funnier.
I've seen Born on the 4th of July before. Hands down the most depressing Tom Cruise movie. Like, oh my God.
I haven't seen that for 20 plus years.
Yeah. With Mission Impossible coming out tomorrow night, I was like, what Tom Cruise movie have I not seen in a long time? And Born on the 4th
Mission
of July.
Impossible coming out tomorrow night, I might go to that Thursday during the day now that I think about it. Because I'm the only one in my family that likes Mission Impossible movies.
They're so good.
I just got the boys into that this past week. Like we watched Mission Impossible.
I completely live by Coughlin's laws. That's my entire life. I loved Cocktail when I was a kid. I loved Cocktail. And I
it's
watch
so
it
good.
now and I'm like, I was probably too young to love Cocktail, but I must have.
I saw it in my 20s. I don't remember it anymore.
Have you guys seen the videos of Tom Cruise eating popcorn this week?
Seen what?
No.
The videos of Tom Cruise eating popcorn this week?
I have not.
It is bizarre.
What does he do?
Everything he does is so bizarre.
Well, first he had a showing of Mission Impossible at the Lincoln Square Theater in New York, and he was lecturing people on you should never go to a movie without getting a full bucket of popcorn. I eat 2 large buckets every time I go to the movies, and he was like making people get popcorn before the movie, and then he's just sitting there and he's kind of doing like a little Tom Cruise thing. And he's taking handfuls of popcorn and just going like throwing it into his mouth.
This sounds right.
Insane. Like couch jumping. We're way past couch jumping at this point. We are now into watching him eat popcorn.
I feel like you need to get popcorn is him trying to like be supportive of the movie theaters, trying to get them to get their, customers to pay them, to get their money or whatever. But
yeah, I mean, he's a champion of cinema. You can't fault him on that, but he's just weird about it. But we love him because he's our crazy uncle. Crazy Uncle Tom.
Oh my God. I really did.
See. You guys want to play some trivia?
Let's do it.
All right. Let me share my screen.
I'll tell you what, my kids had a lot of fun playing.
They
talked about it for 2 days.
I super spaced and completely missed Disney.
What's the trivia on to see it, so I can see if Ian wants to play?
Oh, it is first NFL logos.
First
NFL logos for the team is like their first logo. So it's actually football related tonight, folks.
Is it really fair that I've been going through all of them, right? Like
these are so ambiguous that like I don't know. Like let's see how the audience does tonight. I knew I think
PUBG.
3 of them.
This would be great, and it would honestly be such a good sport thing of him. That'd be cool.
I found the Minnesota. Oh no, the not Minnesota. It was Duluth Eskimos.
Oh yeah,
from 1934.
Joyce now has 4 questions.
He's got one last question now.
No. I was just thinking. I do need to amend. I said first NFL logos. One of the teams, it's their 3rd logo, so it's not. But it's their first logo. Said it on there, so I couldn't use that. Said the team name. Jordan, I see Jordan say if he fails at this,
yeah, right.
I don't know. These are. If they're not tough, then we've got some smart cookies out there.
I'm gonna sit out because I'm pretty sure I've got them all on my screen right now.
Okay.
He's just afraid he's gonna lose.
Well, yeah, I don't want to risk it. It's like like Hogan when he holds the belt. You don't wrestle in case you're gonna lose.
No, that's all.
That was for Joey. He didn't even react.
No, I was grumbling. I heard what you said. And I was trying to keep it. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. I did see Friendship. The Tim Robinson movie.
Oh, I really want to see that. Please tell me it's awful.
Why do you want me to tell you it's awful?
What? I said, please tell me it's not awful.
Oh, here's what I'll say about it without, it's like spoiler free. This is the kind of movie I think that I want to see get nominated for Best Original Screenplay when it comes to screenwriting awards, because it does something that I think a lot of other movies fail at, where it takes Tim Robinson, who's a master of short form skits and what have you, and it finds a way to make it work for 90 minutes. And I've seen so many movies fail at that.
Yep.
Of taking like,
well,
I would say, really hit it out the gates really well.
I don't like you taking shots at Night of the Roxbury. I'm not a fan of you doing that right now.
That worked. I don't know what you're talking about.
It worked. It doesn't always work though.
But Night of the Roxbury
is
cinema.
Emilio. This is Mighty Ducks fan. I swear. Emilio. But no, this really does capture what's great about him, and Paul Rudd is a very good foil for it. So yeah, it's fun. I enjoyed it. Nobody walked out, and I laughed hard, like 3 times, really hard 3 times, like coughing, laughing, and the rest I was just smiling the whole time. So yeah, it's if you like Tim Robinson, you are in for a treat. If you don't like Tim Robinson, you are not in for a treat. Campers throwing night and day out there. I remember actually enjoying that. Yeah, Andrew, he always eats popcorn, even at home. I think the speech has leaked out from when he's talking about popcorn. It's just so weird. It's so weird. All right, we got 16 people in there. You guys want to kick it off?
Let's do it.
Do it.
All right, let's start this up. I'm not gonna lie, I was falling asleep a little bit when I was writing this trivia, so I might have hopefully I clicked all the buttons I was supposed to click. Wait, I'm gonna stop it. Because I realized what I forgot to do. Okay, nobody play. All right. I need to set the time because it's at 20 seconds. So let's you guys filibuster for a minute. I need to fix this real quick.
Oh man, you can't just put us on the spot like that.
I know. Well, Russ was the first Tom Cruise movie you ever saw in a movie theater.
I don't remember what the first one I ever saw was, but I remember that Jerry Maguire was the first movie I saw at the movie theater I ended up working at. It was
okay.
I was under 16 and my brother got a job there when it was opening. So it was friends and family night. And we went and we saw Jerry Maguire.
Jerry Maguire is one of the more uncomfortable movies I sat next to my mother during. For one scene and one scene alone.
Oh my God.
Kelly Preston.
Yeah.
I just remembered at the beginning of that movie.
Yeah,
that's got to be
later.
pretty bad.
I'm gonna have to stop. Yep.
You gotta stop eventually. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah. All right, guys. I think I kicked everybody out of the game too. Oh boy, Joey. Yeah, big failure tonight.
Well, what I can say, as you fix that, is so we went to Chili's this last weekend, and me and my wife and a couple of our friends got some Radical Ritas, margaritas, Saved by the Bell style. Tiffany Amber Thiessen.
Drink it in.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see this. She has a new drink at Chili's. It's the drink for May. They're gonna change it. I think it's gonna be a different Saved by the Bell character next month. But it was straight sugar. It was straight sugar. I wasn't a huge fan. They dropped in the new one. Whose music is that? Is that the Kahoot?
That's the Kahoot music. Let me turn it off.
I hate it.
I know. I'm sorry, Scott. There we go. We got the new code at the scroller at the bottom, but it's right there on the screen too. Sorry, everybody. But y'all would have complained if there was only 20 seconds for questions. Now there's 45.
I might have to argue with Zach. If it's red and blue and then it turns purple, how is that not color changing? That feels like it's color changing. If it's 2 colors and then but I get you. It was a lot of sugar. We're playing with a Nido. Have you ever seen a Nido? It's like a squishy little thing that
like
goes
a stress ball?
Yeah, and it goes back to form. It's like a square cube.
Okay.
It's NEEDOH. Like, I don't know, $8, but they're good for like kids with sensory issues, but like it's very satisfying.
Yeah, very sad.
Yeah. Oh, Charlene knows what's up.
Arlene.
It's just a very satisfying thing.
Scampers.
Ooh,
I know what I know what you're talking about. Scampers. You're a bad cat.
TAT.
Tiffany Amber
Amber
Thiessen.
Thiessen.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
What's weird is when I think of son-in-law, I think Gina, what's her face? The Carano, not Carano. That's not right. What's it? Gugino. That's it. Carla Gugino. That's right.
I remember
Okay.
very
Oh,
little
yeah,
about
she's
that
the-
movie. But I remember just the Pauly Shore parts of that movie. I don't remember anything else.
Mhm.
Except for when Brendan Fraser shows up for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So I have this thought, Zach, and maybe you can help us with it at Fantasy Cares. I have this idea that we should have a fishbowl drink, like an official fishbowl drink, like and tell the bars or whatever the drink makers at all the different live events what that drink is, so that people can buy and order that, and maybe make some deals with some of these bars to, I don't know, have them charge $1 extra, and Fantasy Cares raises money. But what would that drink be, Zach? If you were to say this is the drink of SFB 15, what do you
Water.
think that drink would be?
Water. Fish like water.
Who's charging for water at bars though?
Exactly. We just still charge $1.
I think it has to be served.
Scampers, that's
in a
what I
fish
just
bowl.
said. That's what I was saying about when I think of son-in-law, I think of her.
But when I think of Pauly Shore, I think of Biodome.
Sure.
That's I quote that movie constantly.
I think it might be Encino Man for me. I know it's
Well-
more of a Brendan Fraser movie, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's
It's hard to believe he
every-
was like the
every
biggest
line-
comedy star for like 2 years.
Every line that Pauly Shore has is insanely quotable in Encino Man. Like he had like, man, the amount of times we used to say "Wheeze in the juice."
Yeah.
what was her name? The Australian singer in Biodome?
Kylie Minogue.
Kylie Minogue. That's it. Yeah.
I think Pauly Shore he's a dinner table scene in Encino Man and in Son-in-Law. He's just a great person to put at a dinner table. Like, yeah.
I've already started packing for Scotland. Packed
Did you
up
get
a
your
bunch
kilt?
of toiletries, bunch of electronics. No, I did not pack a kilt. The fun thing about when you go to Scotland is you see people in kilts. They're definitely in kilts, but they don't wear like full. They'll have a shirt, like a normal shirt or a t-shirt, but then the kilt on the bottom, and it's totally casual and cool. But no, like I started packing socks that are starting to get holes, or my pair of pants that's got a hole in it, that because I just bought a couple new pairs of pants. This pair is going away. A pair of Under Armour like sweats or whatever, Under Armour like warm up pants, whatever. I have like 4 of them, and this one has like the bottoms are like frayed because I've worn them long enough. I swear I'm gonna empty a whole fishbowl bag, duffel bag, or backpack worth of stuff while I'm over there. Oh, jeez.
All right, let's get this trivia going.
Let's get it going.
Can we wait 1 second?
Yeah, we can wait 1 second. Zach's rude comment about Scott not being able to pack a kilt. I think Scott can pack a kilt.
I can back a kilt. I have to. My son ran out of time on his phone for the day, and he wants to play. So it's 9. It's after 9 at night. So now he's good to go.
Casual Kilt is absolutely a great Scottish punk band name.
Mm-hmm. We got everybody in there. Ian, are you in there?
Yep.
All right. Let's go. So this is going to be first NFL logos.
Ooh.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Quiz.
And it's going to be really simple. You're just going to name the team, and you'll see the logo. and just
Who the heck?
Raiders, the Steelers, the Saints, or the Vikings.
Oh, I have a guess. I don't actually know it.
Who are those?
It was the Steelers. There's a couple little clues in there. But, yeah, I don't know what the castle was all about. I would have not known that one.
Represented the Three Rivers there. Those Three Rivers.
Definitely the Three Rivers.
Steve F in first place, as normal, as is what happens. Stano on the board. Dan Yan, Jets fan. Look at everybody here tonight. This is great. All right, let's move on to the next question. Name this team. Is that the Bears, the Cardinals?
Oh,
I think I fell asleep. That's Chargers or Vikings. Jay.
Give me a chai.
Chai.
Yeah.
I knew it.
That is
I
the
love
Cardinal.
that someone picked Chai.
But it's not. It's not even.
I knew
I
it.
believe it was Was it the Cincinnati Cardinals?
Oh, it was. I think it was. Was it the Canton Cardinals first?
It might have
Or
been
the
Canton
Bulldogs.
Cardinals. They
Canton
might,
Bulldogs.
but they had multiple teams in Canton. I know it was somewhere
Okay.
in Ohio. It could have been
This is
Cleveland Cardinals
This
too.
is a beautiful statement, Andrew.
Yeah, there was multiple teams that were playing in Canton, and that's why they ended up saying that was the home.
Nice. Andrew, I just showed my daughter's Pee Wee's Big Adventure on Saturday, and they loved it. And I was so happy.
My wife liked that movie a lot. I think
I
my
love that movie.
my kids have seen it, but at too young of an age to remember.
What
I think.
movie?
Oh man, did you see that there's going to be a Paul Rubens documentary coming out?
No,
Yeah,
you do
on
remember?
HBO.
I'm very excited for that.
Mhm. All right, let's look at this next question. Question number 3. Name the team. They're all the same question tonight. Is that the Oilers, the Colts, the Broncos, or the Vikings?
I probably took too long.
All right. I'm going to guess that.
That,
Oh, I thought the B was going to be a misleading thing.
nope, I didn't even notice the B. I thought it was an 8 until I saw it a little bit bigger screen. So that was a B apparently. So yeah, that was the Broncos.
Because the
Got
Colts
the
used to be
Wyoming.
Baltimore, right?
Mhm.
I didn't think it'd be so easy.
Oh,
that
I
it'd be
didn't
the
see
Broncos.
that. Actually, Russ, that's exactly what I meant to do. A little diversion there. Yeah.
You're so good at this. You're
Very
confident
tricky.
professional.
All right. And Steve F still in first place. Stano. Jordan's moving up to the top.
I think I'm in
Moving up to the
15th
top.
out of 16th.
Smokey's on the board. Hey, Smokey, how's it going, buddy?
And Jeremy's in second. That's good.
Now, Jeremy. All right. The last. Oh, wait, no, there's 2 left. Name the team. Is that the Falcons, the Seahawks, the Eagles, or the Ravens? Whose first logo is that?
I know, that's what I said. Seems kind of obvious.
It was the Eagles. You guys are sniffing them out pretty quick in this one tonight.
Jeez.
You guys are doing good. Let's look at the board. Steve's still up there. Yeah, he's got it all up on the screen. He's cheating probably. No. Dan Yan in 5th place. Stano, Smokey, Doomsday. All right. Let's get
I
to
wonder
this
how
last
Steve
question.
would do if Joey would stop emailing him the answers before the game.
I know. I mean, he pays me enough to do it, so.
We at Fantasy Cares are all very purchasable.
Oh my gosh, you don't understand. All right. Last question or last image. Name the team. Is it the Giants, the Rams, the Packers, or the Lions?
Yep, that's what I said.
It
That is
was
what you
the
said.
Giants.
I
picked
literally
that
just
'cause I
picked it
thought
because
it
of how big
was
he was.
Literally what I said.
Yeah. I thought it kind of looked like Lambo a little bit. And I was like,
No, I definitely thought I'm like, this is
Packers.
probably the Packers, but I'm choosing the Giants because it's gigantic.
Yeah. All right, let's look at the podium. It is like 95 degrees outside. Doomsday in 3rd place. And second
95?
place, Moki. And in first place, Steve F. Congratulations on the win tonight of Joey's Garage Trivia.
Did you say it's 95 there?
95 degrees.
It's 48 here.
Oh, I almost said the F word.
52.
Yes. Just awful.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
All right.
record cold from Memorial Day this weekend.
There we
I
Go for record
Yeah.
cold.
Yeah, we're at 48 also.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I mean, it was 95 like 2 hours ago. Let me see what it's at now.
It's supposed to snow this weekend here, so
Huh.
I'm
Yeah,
just,
it's 80. It's 82. Joey's exaggerating a little bit, but the heat
Fun
hasn't
fact.
left my garage. Oh,
fun fact: Minnesota has had snow in 11 of 12 months. I'm sure
You know,
Maine
good-
is probably the same though. I would
Yeah.
guess.
Basically, August.
Yep, August is the only month we've never had snow.
Yeah.
man, you should have saved that one for trivia, for weather trivia, coming later this summer.
Yep, we've had 4th of July snowstorms. So
When I lived in Montana, we had the Great Falls Dodgers that played baseball there, and we had a snowstorm in July, and somebody built a snowman on top of the pitcher's mound and ruined the pitcher's mound.
oh yeah, that
Oh,
would
no.
do that. That would do
And
that.
they had to delay it was like 2 games they had to delay because they
Huh.
couldn't get it. Just kept sinking down. Yeah. Then they got it fixed.
Scampers, you're in the chat. Good. You won 2 Funkos the other night, and I need to know who you want. So Scampers, when you're ready, let me know in the chat when you're ready for me to show the 4 Funkos, and you can pick them. But that was good, Joey.
Thank you.
That was enjoyable.
There's too many people being nice about it. It was okay.
Yeah, I mean, I was really hoping Tom Cruise was gonna like drop a little nugget of information.
Russ, I mean, this makes you a little nice. Makes me nicer. Some people are angry. But when I have a drink, I'm really nice. I get a lot nicer than I normally am.
Oh no! See, the thing is, like, I'm being nice to Joey because, like, I know that he just gets a little inflated if too many people say too nice things about him. So I need to keep him a little grounded.
Very, very true.
You just got to get that head through the garage door.
Yeah.
TJ Watt, Miles Garrett, Trevor Lawrence,
You just break someone.
and Aiden Hutchinson.
Oh,
3 defense and Trevor
3?
Lawrence.
Well, yeah,
Such is life.
I think that's just part of the show is that people have picked offensive players as they've won, and now we got 3 defensive players left.
3 great defensive players.
By the way, I found this the other day while looking through my old phone, like as I showed Joey my old phones. This is my now 7-year-old when he was 2 in his kilt. Look at this kid,
Oh,
this little kilt. I
That's awesome.
don't know how well it shows, but look, he's such a little dude. I bet that kilt doesn't fit him anymore at age 2, from 2 to 7 or 3 to 7.
I would totally rock a kilt if I could.
I have a
Because
kilt.
it's
I got a kilt. I got the socks. I got the flags. I got the sporn. I got everything.
It would be, yeah, but like me doing it would just be cultural appropriation. It wouldn't be like anything good about it. I just want to not wear pants.
Ben, you could rock a kilt. You could pull it off for sure.
I found out my funny outfit for Canton.
Okay.
Found it today.
AFC North.
Can't
So
talk
you're
about it.
going with these.
Nice.
All right. Well, it feels like then we should give away Lawrence and Hutchinson tonight
Mhm.
Sounds about right.
to someone if Ross wants to get a wheel going or something.
Sure.
We should also give away a gift card for the Fancy Care shop, shouldn't we? Shouldn't we, Bob? Bob? Zach?
Sure.
Joey?
Sure.
Always.
Sure.
Yeah.
Chat?
You know, I made a logo today, and Russ doesn't want me to release it.
Yeah, it's because Russ is always the bad guy.
Well, no, Russ said no. Hold on to that.
I mean, it does lend itself to like.
Yeah. I know. And that's where kind of like the inspiration came from, because
But,
I
like-
saw that and I was like, oh, but I didn't want to tip it too much. It almost came out at that time.
Yeah.
The actual letters are SPFL. How do you not put that together by yourself?
Yes.
What's SPFL?
I have no idea. Whatever logo he shared with us today.
The Scottish Professional Football League.
Well,
Okay.
just way to let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah. I mean,
So
geez.
let's figure out something for them to type into the chat for Russ to put into a wheel, and then we'll just continue gallivanting on with our random
SFPL.
All right, type SFPL in the chat, and you will be entered
Sure.
onto the wheel for a chance to win Aiden Hutchinson and Trevor Lawrence mini Funkos.
Beautiful. Bob also sent me one very, very good logo and one disgusting logo that was well made.
It's really weird because the chat we're in together, he sent 2 awesome logos. So
I mean,
he must have sent you a different one privately.
I believe my words were gross and then like it looks good in parentheses.
Yeah. I mean, it was just like, I think that can I hold on to it for that long? I mean, it's a long time, Russ.
So
I think we
Go
let the chat
and-
decide.
So I'm gonna go on my list while there's a moment here. So I went to a Minnesota Aurora game the other day, an exhibition preseason game. I'm now the guy that goes to preseason women's professional soccer games. I love the Aurora, man. I love the Aurora. If you ever watch me when I'm streaming from downstairs, I got my Aurora banner behind me. We have lots of Aurora apparel here. They won they made it to the championship 2 years ago. But it just reminded me of something that happens in Minnesota that when I'm traveling in other states, it just doesn't. And maybe you guys can correct me. But when I'm traveling in other states, it doesn't seem to be a thing. But like when there's merging to go on, it's like the cars just naturally were like, yeah, every other, cool, that's cool. And at the women's professional soccer game, it was literally every other, and we all waved to each other, and like there was, and this was a spot where there were 3, and it was boom, 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 boom. Everybody understood the assignment, all waving, all smiling, and I'm like, when I'm in Arizona, that is not how that works. The people are like trying to make sure the next person can't get in, and I'm like, God, sometimes I really enjoy living here because there's so much Minnesota nice going on. And I don't know about other states, and that's why I'm bringing it to you. I'm like, is that normal in other states that people are just naturally, we got an order to this. Let's do it.
I am 100% sure that Bob and Russ do not have that experience. But like that's sometimes a thing in Maine. We don't smile as much in Maine, but like the zipper and the polite and like that happens.
This is exactly how it works in Minnesota. Probably not all the time, but coming out of a women's professional soccer game, it was even with 3 prongs to this, a roundabout with 2. Everybody was boop boop boop
Yep.
boop. Like it was just absolutely perfect. And I'm like, God, I feel like when I'm traveling a lot, that's not a thing.
No.
New Jersey, you're just effing going. So, you
You're
you
just
don't care
effing
about
going
anyone else.
like, I don't
Yeah.
care. I'm gonna get in front.
In Florida, we just throw a handful of bath salts at people just for no reason at all. So yeah, it's
Ugh.
not the same thing down here, Scott.
Now, is it the same thing? Like in Minnesota, do people get over to let people like merge onto the highway? So like if you come to a yield sign and there are 2 lanes, do people get over into the left lane to let the car? Because like
people when there's merging like an on ramp,
Yeah.
people will routinely move to the left lane to
Yeah.
let people come on.
seeing that
Absolutely.
like in Maine that
I do it all the
happens.
time.
In Maine that happens. In Massachusetts, it does not happen. In New Jersey, it does
So
not
weird.
happen. Yeah.
It
It
reminds
is
me
your
of this-
job to merge. It's not my job to let you in.
It reminds me of this study they did. It had to have been like, I don't know, a decade ago now, maybe even more. But where they had people dropping their groceries, like on sidewalks and in malls and whatever, like dropping their stuff. And in New York, everybody was walking around them, and in Minnesota, like 14 people go to help. Like it's just such a different culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, ready to find out who wins some mini Funkos?
Yep.
So
Not now, Bob.
it was perfect timing. It was perfect timing.
Looks like Jordan.
Good job, buddy.
Jordan. Is that Lupe? Jordan?
Yes, it is.
Jordan. Awesome. All right. Scampers gets these 2. Jordan gets these 2. I'm gonna put an SFB Baskin Robbins sticker in each, and one of the 2 I will put a bunch of glitter just for fun.
Oh, I want a glitter bomb package. Send it to Jordan,
So much glitter. It'll be mostly glitter.
and it will be Jordan.
I may forget the Funkos. It'll be so much glitter. So Scampers and Jordan, one of you is getting a lot of glitter. Oh man. Fun.
We are just a couple days away from getting ready to release the NFL.
Ooh.
Nice.
Someone requested NFL. We weren't going to do it. I mean, I don't know why we would.
I don't understand why you would, but are you saying you might have a tease or 2, or?
I mean, I definitely have a few teasers. Yeah, if that's what you like, I mean, we could tease a couple. Let's see. How about we go right here? So back to this one. Yeah. Russ wants me to hold it for.
It was no. Stop putting this on Russ. Russ just thought it was a good
But
idea.
you were the only one who said it out loud. Everyone could have thought, but you said it out loud.
I had to yell Ian up because it's a 2-point game with 14 seconds left right now.
Did they actually come back?
And then here, this one was made especially for Joey.
Oh, this is the most beautiful one.
You'll never draft alone.
Yeah.
Let's go, Cat. Let's go, Cat.
Actually, I made an edit. This is not the updated version.
Oh, let me see the updated version.
I've got to. Well, now I gotta find it.
Okay.
What is it?
I'll find it in a second. And then this was
Would
the
you
one
like
Joey
me to do
didn't
one?
like.
Oh,
That one's really pretty cool. I thought that was a lot of fun.
It's very pretty. I'm just gonna pretend you made that for the motion picture The Lighthouse, and just disregard what that was actually made for.
see, Richard. I hope.
Richard.
I don't know if everyone in here has seen the Wexham yet, but
Yeah,
Yeah, you shared that last week.
a lot of
Yeah.
water going on over there in the UK, flashing around.
I'm ready for-
I mean, we're turning. It's an island.
Yeah.
It's an island. What do you want?
Mhm.
Just saying.
All right. So you want a couple of previews of
missed.
the NFL?
Whoa.
Missed.
Reset timeout.
Missed.
Oh.
God.
Oh, You yard goats, you say?
Oh, that's so cool. The Packers, there's an eel that makes part of the G.
Yes. So Jordan started updating a couple, and then he's like, "Well, I'm gonna keep going." So he's on a tear right now.
That
The
Dolphins
Chargers
is
one's
so
good. Yeah.
Yeah, the Charger one is really the
They're all
Seahorse is
good.
awesome. He did. I mentioned to him after he sent the Dolphins one. I said he really missed the opportunity to use the mahi mahi there.
Free mahi mahi, if you will.
Joey, what do you think of this shirt?
I love it. And it's the best. It's the best design I've seen so far. Jeremy, no, it's not gonna happen. Sorry.
Honestly, I don't understand. I don't understand how these aren't bestsellers.
I'm telling you, man.
It's so good. It's so good. I mean, yard goat. And it's a
I
yard.
honestly think you're wasting people's time by bringing in designers in, Scott. You should just do them all.
I'm out
Like-
next year.
Oh, it's so good, Bob.
So I carved the FC into the top there.
Can you make that a background for me, like you did the other one for me too? Oh, it's so good, Bob.
What is it?
So
It's Liverpool.
I carved the FC in here.
Yeah, I
So
can
that
see
way
that.
I didn't have to add it on separately somewhere.
Oh my God.
That is awesome.
It was
Yeah, and I love that you'll never draft alone. The mantra of Liverpool is you'll never walk alone. So it works. I just love it. I have the sticker on the back of my car, but not that. I mean, it's the Liverpool one, but I love it, Bob.
It's all for you, Joey. That's why I'm
Oh,
here.
it says
I'm your personal
We're so
Personal,
mean, Jeremy. We are.
computer guy. I'm not even a designer anymore. I'm not even.
Ugh.
I don't even know how to use my computer to stop.
No. Absolutely not, Charlie. It will not happen. No. No. There will be no
Liverpool, and
manure
that's it.
logos this year. No, that Bob was talking to Bob last week. I was like, there's so
Hey,
many
Bob.
good Premier League club logos. It's just ridiculous. They're made for this. So yeah, I'm excited to see them all.
And I actually did come across one, Scott, today that I feel like is necessary for you to work on.
for me to work on.
Yes, yeah, for you.
I'll get right on it. I'll have it done in
Wait,
5
yeah.
minutes.
Scott, you make the Manchester United, the Arsenal, the Everton.
Only our top graphic designer.
It's another goat one. He's the goat expert. So everything
nice.
goat gets done by Scott.
That's good. I've never heard of Derby County Football Club.
I found some remote ones. Yeah.
Honestly, if you'd give me the
Yeah,
record,
no.
I would have had
First
pictures
logos of
in Rob McElhenney's face.
Mm.
I don't think anything I make is t-shirt worthy. Like, it's not going to make a t-shirt though.
I still have the garage shirt. It's not up in the shop. I know it was said it doesn't look good on the shirt, Joey, but I feel like that was just an excuse.
Missed.
He is
The goat meter, like, I feel like that would be our best selling shirt of all time if it could ever be on a shirt.
Why has your face not been on a shirt yet, Scott?
Because he says
I
no.
did it for
No,
11.
that's Justin Mason's role. Justin Mason does that.
Okay.
Howie for 3 to win.
Oh, I got it. Oh,
Howie for 3
2 to tie, 3 to win. 2 to tie, 3 to win.
Howie for
Let's
3
go,
to
Burton.
win.
Let's go, Halliburton.
Yes. No.
Oh! Oh! No way! Oh my God! Wow! Oh! They're calling it a 2. It's going to overtime.
Fly ball.
God, did
Caught.
you guys watch that?
I didn't miss
Oh,
it.
the back of the rim went up about 10 feet and dropped through the hoop. Buzzer. Oh my God. Yeah, I feel like some people are watching. Are you serious? Wow. Holy yeah. Jesus. If you guys are watching, I don't think I've ever seen that happen. That is like the who was it?
Kawhi.
Kawhi Leonard one that bounced around. Oh my God. Review it.
Oh my.
Review it. I want to see if he's in 3. Oh, it's a 2. It's a 2.
But still.
Oh my God. Yeah, it was 100% a 2. 100% a 2. The balls on him to drop back to go for a 3 instead of just taking the easy 2.
Tyrese.
I'm waiting for the video to upload of it.
Oh my God, that was good.
This is why he's my second favorite player.
Jesus. Oh yeah, it's 100% a 2. We've seen the replay. It's a 2. It's going overtime.
The 3 against the Cavs, and now this one.
Oh, geez. Sorry, that took over the show for a second.
That's okay.
That was so crazy.
I don't think I've ever seen you react to something like that before.
I react like that to sports all the time. It's just we generally aren't watching, while
Yeah.
I'm. Yeah,
Oh
no.
my God.
Ian and I are very animated sports watchers.
Especially me during a Timberwolves game.
Yeah, him during a Timberwolves game, it'll be the first quarter, and he is jumping and excited and screaming. I'm like, there's a lot of game left. I can't even imagine the amount of energy exerted if you're that excited for every basket throughout an NBA game. It's like baskets.
The Reggie Miller choke gifts are starting to fly.
Well, that's because Halliburton did it after he hit the shot.
He did.
Halliburton
that's
after
cool.
he hit the shot, he started doing it. So that's why the GIFs are out there.
Okay, I get to see the shot finally.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's insane. That's gonna win an ESPY. I don't know for what, but
if they win the game, that's gonna be huge.
Well, don't need to wonder what the top play is tomorrow morning on Sports Center. Wow, that's cool.
Only if they win.
Oh, geez, that was so cool. I wish he hadn't stepped on the line. That was so damn.
If he didn't
Why?
step in the
Now we
line,
get extra basketball.
I know. We love basketball. So,
oh my
I
God.
missed one.
I mean,
I
you get
don't
extra good basketball because it's the last 5 minutes.
Honestly, when I don't swear a giant ton, either I'm drinking or you've really gotten to me to make me swear. I don't swear a lot.
I do.
So who was looking for the Scottfish on?
Russ has heard me swear probably more than most people, and that's how you know you've really gotten to me. And Russ really gets to me. No,
I am such a bastard to Scott. It is just someone has to be. That's really what it comes down to.
Yeah, truthfully.
Well, guys, I'm gonna go.
All right.
It's date night, so my wife's in there waiting for me.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Hi, Joey.
I will. Bye. Have a good
Bye,
night.
Joey.
All right. Ian, where would you take Ashton Genty in a redraft league? Where do you rank him among running backs? Talk amongst yourselves.
Ashton Genty.
Coffee talk.
Ashton Genty.
End of the first.
I'm not taking him this year. I'm not taking any rookies this year for me is just off of like reliability and just
Scared money doesn't make money, Ian. Come on.
yeah. So yeah, I'm not taking Ashton Genty ever, but I think he's gonna get a lot of work there because who do the Raiders have in the passing game? Aiden O'Connell to Jacoby Myers.
Geno Smith, baby.
Yeah.
Come on.
Geno.
Yeah.
To
Geno
Brock
to
Bowers.
Jack Dash all day.
To Brock Bowers, yeah, that's right. But yeah, Ashton Genty's gonna get a lot of work.
I tell you what,
Yeah.
in our SFB live, or not live, but our SFB draft, we're in the Minnesota Aurora division. I have the 1, you have the 12. Is that right?
Yeah.
I
I know who I'm taking.
I think I'm taking Genty 101.
Ooh.
I had the 1.
I have the 1, you have the 12, I think.
Scott always takes the 1.
No, I don't think
Okay.
nobody knew that his face was hidden in
We'll
there.
talk about it.
I thought I had one.
But here's the
I'd
thing.
seen that one before, Bob.
Fantasy
Yeah.
should be fun. I have like a huge like heart for Boise State. And I'm probably not going to get Genty in any leagues unless it's SFB at the 101. So
It's going to be really interesting to me, Scott, because I think you're going to hear a lot of like anti-Chip Kelly. Like the more people start breaking down, because you had the Carlos Hyde didn't have a great year with him, and you had the DeMarco Murray didn't have a great year with him. But when he had McCoy in his first 2 years in Philly, McCoy had 314 carries and then 312 carries. Like, there's precedent for Genty to come in and just have a workload under Kelly.
yeah. I mean, you could almost say the same about Hampton. I mean, when's the last time Roman didn't have a top 5 quarterback or top 5 running back in touches?
Yeah.
Najee's definitely going to be the 101.
No, come on, Ivadal.
Not even at all.
Yeah, I got to go on it. I toured there when I was that was the number 2 college for me. I was this close.
That's cool.
Close. So it was the one college I visited where it had the same Minnesota vibe, where you're walking down the streets of Boise, and like people wave to each other and they say hi, and everybody was super friendly. And I'm like, God, this feels like home, but it's not home. It's like a completely different area. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'll always have a soft spot for Boise. Speaking of which, I started typing up an email to Sleeper to see if they can add a certain category for SFB 15 this year. That's going to be interesting if they can.
Yes, Pacers go.
I'll remind the
twist
chat.
of the mustache. Yeah.
June 7th last year is when we announced the scoring. I'm looking to beat it this year because I gotta be out of town. Shut your mouth, Jeremy. Jay Ajayi. Jay Ajayi shouted me out. Jay Ajayi, I'm always gonna be a Jay Ajayi fan. Big soccer fan too. He went.
Jay Ajayi will forever be my worst dynasty trade ever.
Probably one of mine too. I don't even know what it was, but I probably traded something for Jay Ajayi that I shouldn't have.
After Stephon Diggs' sophomore year, when we weren't sure if he was really going to continue being a thing, he had a good sophomore year. I'm like, you know what? My running backs are aging out. I need a running back. I'm going to trade Stephon Diggs for Jay Ajayi, who just had 2 200-yard games in a row. And then Jay Ajayi never did anything again, and Stephon Diggs is still scoring points.
Yeah, he had 3 200-yard games that season. 2 were against Buffalo, though, and 1 was a Week 17 game. So, but yeah. I don't think this is super hot because a tight end 1, like tight end 12 to tight end 30 is like 1 point difference.
It's all the same thing. Yeah,
they're all the same player from tight end 12 to tight end 20. So Like I could absolutely see Strange being the tight end one, and with Hunter and Brian Thomas
Brian
Jr.
Thomas, yeah.
Taking so much coverage, it wouldn't shock me. Like it wouldn't shock me that he's got all the underneath work.
No, he's saying the tight end one.
Tight end one? Like one. Ooh, that's not a hot take. That is a like
lava.
Like California has this law where you can get someone institutionalized for a crazy statement. Like does Minnesota have that? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Ben.
All right, we're hitting that time for me. It's bedtime. And I can't help it. I hear footsteps coming from upstairs, and I want my kids to go to sleep so I can go to sleep. So
there's 109 left in this Pacers next game. Are you sure you don't want to see the end of it, Russ?
All right, I'll hang around to the end of the game.
Oh man. So one thing that's happened in safe leagues every once in a while, and I've talked about this before, but I am kind of sick and tired of people protesting trades where when I look at the trade, I have no idea which side is the good side or the bad side.
It's always funny when that happens, though.
What side are you protesting? Like, it was like Cameron Ward, who's like, drafted first overall, and a first round pick, and then something else for Josh Allen. And I'm like, I get it, but I don't get it. Because, like, if you're a rebuilder, Cam Ward and a first and another piece for Josh Allen.
That's still pretty Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Josh Allen by far. It's not even a question.
I used to love that. Back in the early days of the Trade Addicts leagues, I used to post every single Trade Addicts trade as a poll on Twitter. And I used to love when people would just comment, "This is so unfair." And I would just be like, but which side?
Okay,
like,
so it was Cam Ward, a first, Tet McMillan, and $200 blind bidding for Josh Allen.
Yeah, that's still pretty easy, Josh Allen for me.
Okay, all right.
Like, I don't think it's insanely unfair because it is.
If you're a rebuilder, a first
for Josh Allen
and 200 blind bidding.
Oh, who cares about blind bid? That's so useless.
Right, that's true. I'm fine with that, but
I mean, 3 firsts for a player is absolutely good value. But like, when you're trading Josh Allen, you want something solid coming back. You don't want all that risk.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're rebuild versus contending.
Yeah, but still, like I said, 3 firsts is absolutely a price. Like, that is absolutely like the price for a stud.
What did
player.
You say? 3 firsts?
Yeah, because
you can only trade one year in advance, though. So
yeah, but Cam Ward and Ted McMillan are both firsts.
Yeah. So that
is technically 3 firsts for Josh Allen, which again is right. Like, that's what it's supposed to be. Yeah. But like, I can't. If I'm trading away Josh Allen, I need something that feels safer than one of those 3 things.
Got you.
But I mean, you guys are both saying a very similar thing where like it's not really egregious
it's
at all one way or the other. Like you're looking at it and it's like
I like it better in theory than I do in practice.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. I look at that trade and I'm like, if my team is in a certain condition, I can see this being the thing. If my team is in a certain condition, I can see this being the thing.
This would tilt many trade offers for me. A homemade ice cream cookie sandwich.
Yeah. If it's a chocolate chip cookie,
that would tilt so many offers.
No, my point is the guy who wants to win this year is trading all that risk for Josh Allen. The guy who's rebuilding.
No, that's what I think. That's what Jeremy's saying. That having Josh Allen prevents you from rebuilding because he's going to score so many points.
Exactly. So Jeremy's. I get it. Yeah. If I'm a rebuilding team that's trying to, start like add depth to my, rebuild and dynasty, I can see going with the 3. No,
yeah, like I said, like that price wise, in general, value wise.
I understand that the 200 fab means nothing to you, but that means you have 1,200 fab, and you have if there is a player that comes out of nowhere, you get that, you get it. You know, you can catbird that and take that top Garendo or whatever.
Yeah,
you know?
the 200 fab is more valuable now to me than it is basically any other time except for like the playoffs, like headed into the playoffs. Because you get like that
this
first
is true too. This is true too.
Yeah. And
But
Okay,
I
so
think
there
the
was, like,
point
a minute
is,
and 20
as our
left.
argument goes,
Yeah.
is why are you protesting this trade?
oh no, and
Oh, it
like
should not-
protesting the trade is wild.
Because they wanted Josh Allen and they didn't send an offer.
Yeah.
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 All right, so there was like a minute and 20 left of this game, like 6 minutes ago.
Oh no, this is the NBA. It'll
18
be that
seconds
minute.
per point.
That minute and 20 will be like
Who's winning?
Yeah,
20.
my point was more of why are you protesting a trade that there are definitely two sides of? You can have your preference, your clear preference, but there are definitely.
But I think that like and you probably could speak to this more easily than I can because you're doing all the stuff with safe leagues, and Russ, you are a commissioner of so many leagues. But like to me, that's the crux of most protests and most bent noses over trades. It's I wanted that guy, or I would have given that. Yeah,
So,
and it's like,
so much.
so do
so
it.
much.
Like,
all the time.
And if you would have given more, go to the guy who just traded for Josh Allen and give him more and see if he'll give him like whatever. Like, things move.
Oh man, this is 100% Pacers ball. That's off Brunson.
No.
Veto the veto.
And hashtag
Yeah.
never veto, baby.
And I agree with that. Like to me, that's why you have a commissioner. Like you have the in the best interest of the league clause.
Yep.
And like that's like having the two briefcases and the button and like that's the very, very last resort. But like as far as the people in the league, like that shouldn't they shouldn't have that power. Like that should be the commissioner, and it should be only in instances where the actual integrity of the league is at stake, and that hardly ever happens.
Absolutely.
Almost never.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking to that, the integrity of the league thing, you wouldn't believe the amount of trades that happen where users will complain, this trade is so unbalanced, it ruins the integrity of the league. And we keep track of these because we mark them down, who's involved, etc. And we'll go back at the end of the season, and the value of the trade completely flipped.
Oh,
and like it takes a bunch of. This is me. This is me, Scott. It takes so much willpower to not email those people and be like, are you sure about your argument still? It takes so much willpower to be like, hey, remember that trade that you said would ruin the league? It's completely flipped now because that's dynasty,
You just hit reply, but with nothing in the body, just reply, just send it back.
I don't, but I'm like, if you think, I'll be honest, we've been doing this in safe leagues for 15 years, and I think the hit rate on people that say a trade affects the integrity of the league is maybe 1%. But maybe it just does, unless it's like the right before the trade deadline, like bottom team to a contender, maybe. But otherwise, if it's in the off season, no.
Yeah.
Well,
also think about how confidently the people who are making that claim are saying things, and how like the sharpest people I know in fantasy football are not the people who are like, I know what's going to happen. There's a range.
Someone says they know what's going to happen. They're just straight up lying. I mean,
yeah, trying to sell you something for sure.
Yeah. Yep. Well, it looks like the Pacers are going to win this after that Halliburton 2 to send it to overtime. Brunson missed a 3. Cat missed a 3.
Oh. That's
Pacers-
gonna be not a fun. I don't know. Does the NFL handshake anymore? I mean, the NBA, do they handshake? Sorry,
Not really. They just kind of walk off.
they just walk off because I know like the NHL, they line up and they handshake at the end. But
That's after a series ends.
yeah,
Did the Pacers just win the series?
no, but
No, it's the first. It's game one.
they just
Oh, okay.
fail.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Brad says I can leave.
Yeah, you can because of the Trent Tucker rule, Minnesota boy, Trent Tucker. Because of the Trent Tucker rule, if you have under 0.3 left, all you can do is tip. You can't get a shot off. You can only tip.
Right.
Then, so it's
So you have to from the other side, you have to chuck it to the rim so someone else can tip.
But
it
if
in.
they're down 3, they
right,
can,
but they're down 3, so you need a
Oh, it's like-
tipping 3.
Oh, so you need to literally hit it from
You
the.
need to slap it. You need to throw it in and slap it.
you need to get you need to get the this guy.
I wouldn't
It's
doubt
like
you.
volleyball, just like
Honestly,
That's what I would do. You just go to the top of the key and go flip it.
Boop.
Yeah.
Set.
All right,
Yep,
on
bump-
that note,
bump
I'm
that
going to say
spike.
good night, everybody. I love
Good
you
night,
all.
Russ.
I'll see you all next week. I'll see you all Friday, race day. Can't forget about race day.
Race day, Friday, 11 or 12 p.m. Eastern.
Well, whenever John's free is really what it comes down to.
I'm calling it. He's got to be free now because I've already said it.
All right, so you already said it. All right, night, everybody.
Russ couldn't find the button.
Yeah, Pacers 1-0. All right. Ian's trying to rewind something for me to show me something silly.
I'm getting a whole bunch of text messages from my family for some reason at 11 o'clock at night asking how Harrison
Nobody bothered.
Harrison got hit last night in his game by the fastest pitcher in the league.
Okay.
So the kid's throwing 55 or 60. And
What age group?
Like 9, 10.
55, 60 at that age?
Oh yeah, kid's whipping, and Harrison got it right on the shoulder. I thought it was going to be the end of him. He's not very tough. Harrison only throws about 34, but this kid whips.
I was going to say, for a kid to even hit 50 at 9, 10.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, but and this, so he's the kid on the other team, Max, is probably the best player in the league. Like he hit 2 balls to the fence yesterday too. So he's the kid that everyone, like when he comes up, the coach is like, all right, everybody back up. But yeah, so he got hit and he came home and he was like, what's it look like? And so I took a picture of it and you could see the baseball with the seams just on his shoulder. I was like, yeah, you got it.
I feel like we've all had that at some point.
Yeah.
Somewhere in our body. Definitely calf.
Yeah. I think I've told the story on here, maybe not. But when I was in high school, our baseball team was pretty good, but our softball team was even better. And the softball pitcher ended up pitching D1. But she went through the playoffs my senior year with a perfect game, a no-hitter, and a perfect game. So didn't give up a hit in the playoffs. But we were running our mouths, a baseball team, before the playoffs. It was like, because there's like a 2-week gap in between like the end of the regular season and where the finals are. And so we're yakking and so they're like, well, we'll play you. And so we go to the high school on a Sunday and we get ready to play. And so my first at bat, I hit a home run off her and I stood there too long and might have run my mouth. And the next time up, she hit me right on my hip.
Oof.
And I couldn't sit down for about a week.
Yeah.
But
That would be nasty.
But yeah, I mean,
especially if it was at 60
hard.
feet. If it was at 60 from the softball.
Well, softball, yeah, 45, yeah.
45,
yeah. And she threw
44 points, right?
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
What did you want to say, Ian?
Oh, I was just one. So we were talking about what picks we're gonna have in our division.
Yeah.
What if instead of like one of us having the 1 and one of us having the 12, what if one of us has the 1 and the other has the 2, or one of us has the 11 and the other has the 12?
Snipe City.
I honestly don't care. It might upset you more, but
I just want to get my revenge on you for you taking McDaniels and forcing me to take Trey McBride.
McDaniels. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jaden McDaniels.
Oh no, wrong guy.
So
Jaden
McDaniels is a Timberwolf.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels is who I took. So yeah, I sniped him on Jaden Daniels last year, and he clearly
that was a good pick, Scott.
He's still not forgiven me about it, apparently. No, I think I'm just going to stick at the 1. If you want to go 1 or 2, that's fine. I think I'm going to go at the 1 because I want to be the guy that takes Genty at 1.
If you want to go to the 1, I need Josh Allen.
You go at the 2?
Yep.
And take Josh Allen? All right.
Josh Allen's my number, my number 1 guy. Like, when you look at every single player in the NFL, you look at all of them and, chances to be good. There's literally a 0% chance Josh Allen's not in the top 5. It's just not possible. It's Josh Allen.
I mean, that's probably fair.
Yeah.
That's probably fair.
And at his age, it's not like he's old enough to fall
SFB
off.
scoring 1 point per passing touchdown this year.
Negative 0.1 points for rushing quarterback.
Since I've already stated I'm taking Genty.
Yeah.
5 points per carry. What?
You got 40 minutes.
25% off. Who is here this late that is like Code Outhouse? When is that going to shut off, Bob? You're on mute, by the way, Bob.
You look good though.
You do look good.
I've been on mute for a while then, so you haven't heard me for a while.
No.
So that will shut off at midnight Eastern.
So you got 40 minutes.
But it's just for the people that are here. Those that came to the Wednesday night. Here you go.
We appreciate you, chat.
Hoppers suck. Yeah.
We don't need to spin any wheels. We don't need Ross. We'll just use Outhouse as the code. So when he sees the code come in, it's going to be hilarious.
What were you guys doing? I love that we've gone to the point where Russ, who wanted to give stuff away a lot, is now the bad guy who's like, what are you doing?
Someone's going to be the bad guy. I'll be the bad guy for a while.
Yeah, I was the bad guy for a long time. I feel like we just rotated.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting for my chance.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
I mean, it's really just a character.
Yeah.
It's like none of us are the bad guy. We always want to appreciate.
We want to be the heel.
People, but it's fun to be the heel of the show for a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
Who's the less believable heel? Was it me when I'd be like, don't give so much away? Or was it Russ when what are you guys doing giving away all these discounts? Of the show, who's the least believable of a possible heel that doesn't want you to have fun?
I feel like I can pull off a convincing heel.
I think you realistically could. Yeah, I think you probably could.
I have resting bitch face.
I do feel like I played it pretty well though. I feel like people probably thought I was like, no, don't give away so much. Yeah. I feel like the chat was probably believed that to a good degree.
Oh, Mr. Scamper says Ian. Ian's got the heel.
Oh yeah.
Saying that both of us could do it.
I swear.
Ian and I could probably take down the show. We could probably ruin the whole show.
Yeah. That first year of SFB live drafts, I won't forget that because he I remember it was
the
like
stickers.
Yeah, the stickers. It was pick 7 or pick 8. and a pick was made. He put it up. The next pick was Lamar Jackson, and he put up Lamar Jackson. And let's just say it was pick 8. He picked Lamar Jackson. He looked over at the guy who picked at 7. He said, "You're going to regret that he didn't pick Lamar." And Lamar won MVP that year.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, this kid has no problem staring down a 35-year-old man." Trash.
That's awesome.
Oh man. Oh, it's good stuff. It's good stuff.
I can share that on here. I don't know if I can or not.
I feel like the worst was last year. There was this one guy's team. It was the Minneapolis live draft.
Okay.
There was this one guy's team. I forgot who it was. He made a pick I didn't like, so like I just put a sticker on it and I said that was not a good pick. You should. I forgot it. Then when I got back there, like 2 rounds later, there was another bad pick by him. So then by then I had like a sticker that said your team just got Moss. Put that on there. Come back 3 rounds later, he makes another bad pick, and then by then I just scribble a marker over his team because I think it's so bad.
Can you imagine just having Ian like scribble over your team because it's just.
I'm glad he wasn't in Boston last year. That's all I got to say because my team was pretty hard up.
Oh my gosh, they when we took him out to LA for the LA live draft, that was like, I feel like he didn't do much for the first few rounds, but then the draft in the corner started coming with me and was like, Ian is destroying our picks. Like, yeah, that sounds like Ian. He will not hold back if he feels like you're doing something dumb. Oh,
So I wanted to share this with everyone because this was really pretty cool.
Yes, I'm
awesome.
glad. Yes, I'm glad you can.
I don't know if it's going to play. We're going to find out, but
it will.
So let's see if it has sound. Oh, I got it. It does. No.
I
No.
can't hear it, Bob.
Basically, you tell the story, Bob, about the team and where they're going to, where they're going and with Emmy.
So
Sorry, set it up.
Emmy joined a charity that is called Team Impact, and they're doing amazing things with for kids with chronic illnesses. Basically, college kids, bring them in and they become part of the team. They have a signing day party. So we had like a big signing day party. Emmy's gone to practices. She's gone to every game and has been on the sidelines with them every week. And she happens to be on the Tufts women's lacrosse team, who are number 1 in the country for Division III. So they surprised her the other day with being able to go to the Final Four. So we are packing bags and heading out there. It's Friday morning, first thing. We have to go to Roanoke, Virginia, which is interesting because 3 of the Final Four teams are from New England.
They should just stay in town, save the costs.
I mean, the men took over Gillette, so it's kind of like, what?
Yeah.
But yeah, it really, she was so pumped. I can't believe it's not playing the sound.
I wish you had the sound on that because when you sent that to us today, like, man, like I don't get teary very often, but it was awfully dusty in here watching that.
I'm the opposite. Anything parent-child just crushes me.
Yeah.
And I blame the heart attack, honestly. Like everything for me, life feels so short. So life feels so short, everything could be gone in a moment. So things hit me so much harder since then.
Yeah. That tracks.
So
anything like father, especially father son, because I have two sons, but parent child, like it just kills me.
Yep.
By the way, if you see this in the chat, you can copy paste it and go check it out. It's actually not like a spam link. That is our account.
Yep, that is the link to that. And I thought I just dropped in a picture of my Emmy at the game the other day. Got raised up on everyone's shoulders.
God, we're so close to 1,000 viewers tonight.
That
Did you see that one from Vince? I don't know the Sydney Swans, but
we do have one draft live in Australia. We're doing a live event in Australia, one draft, and I guess the Swans. So that would be cool. Bob's quickly looking up.
that one's doable.
which one?
The Sydney Swans.
Probably. I haven't even looked into that yet.
Well, write it down on a Post-it and put it on that M8 computer, M8 monitor you have. Just put it on the bottom.
I'm gonna have to put it on the 7.
Put it on the 7. That's fine. Put it on the M7.
Too much is over there. We are
It was 92 to
8. We're 8 logos away from the NFL.
Nice. That's impressive.
What's impressive?
He said that we're 8 logos away from having the NFL.
So close.
Yeah.
The Knicks were up 14 with 7 minutes left.
I mean, it's Jordan. Jordan went
6.
wild.
16. Jordan went crazy, yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate all the help that he gives. Him and Steven always. You can always count on him.
Yep.
We need to get Zach Berger trained. He's next on learning the specs. And if I ever get a chance to get Zach Reed on the store, I feel like
We'll get there.
you can help with the loading of them at least.
Absolutely.
No. Yeah, so I got 23 inside the football category on the webpage ready to go. Could release it, but I'm not going to. See, there's my heel. I could. All I have to do is click one button. You guys could have 23 NFL teams.
We could, but you hate
But
us.
I'm not. I'm not. Maybe I'll do it at 12:01.
Well, when
That
they're
would
ready,
be really mean.
when they're ready, me and you, Bob, we'll go live. Even if I don't think this is a race day thing. I think this is a Bob and Scott go live thing.
Oh no, I think it's going to be Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, Monday or Tuesday. Monday. Yeah, Monday is a good day.
All right, let's see. Monday, my kids don't have school, so that's Ian can come on.
Oh, it's my wife's birthday Monday.
Yeah, so Amanda can come on.
Maybe she'll release them.
Game. There's Timberwolves.
Maybe her and Emmy can release them, and Emmy
Yep.
can tell you all about
Amanda, Emmy,
Virginia.
Alan, Ian, Mac, me. Whole family affair going
We
on.
need somebody to put trivia together for us.
Yep. Zachary trivia. Zachary Red Room trivia.
The Red Room.
The Red Room.
This is the one room where I got to pick out the color when we went through the house. Like this is the dining room. I got the red.
Nice.
I think that's what I want to do. I want to show you the. So I tried out a couple of hats. A few of the NFL ones will work.
Okay. Good. Good. I'm gonna buy a couple shirts tomorrow. Probably gonna get a couple Timberwolf shirts. Maybe each of us will get one.
Mm-hmm.
Might get a bag.
Hey, 1,000.
I've heard they're cool. 1,000. We hit 1,000.
Nice. I definitely grabbed a bag. That was I couldn't not. I mean, I'm traveling a lot for the fishbowl this year. I gotta have something.
Yep. Gotta support the band.
That's it. That's it.
Old. Was that Paul Stanley from Kiss? Are you supporting the band? You buying our merch? You supporting the band? I'm gonna guess the chat doesn't get the Kiss references. Paul Stanley trying to get people to buy merch from the stage. You gotta support the band. And boy, does Kiss sell merch. Yeah. I think I'm tailing down. You need to go to bed, man. You got school tomorrow.
What time is it?
10:30.
Cool.
All right. Head out.
Cool. All right.
Good night, buddy. Love you.
Stop and add.
You got a hat, Bob? Is that what you're?
No.
Yeah.
Release only at midnight.
Oh, man, both of those are really good.
Oh, those are really good. At midnight, we are exactly 2 weeks away from Switch 2 coming out. Which I'm excited about. It'll be fun.
That's pretty clean now. I mean, it's gonna fit. I don't know how big it is on there, so that's my only thing on it.
All right, guys.
That's my one concern.
I'm falling down quick, so
Okay.
All right.
I gotta go.
So let's then you just gotta hit a button.
You can hit a button, or you can stay on with Zach, but I'm probably gonna take off. So
I'm just looking.
thanks for fun night chat. It's been awesome.